Hi, friends. It's Carrie, the Quantum Gypsy. I am a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, and I am so excited to be on this journey we're on day 12 of the 28 day of gratitude. We are going through the author of The Secret, Rhonda Byrne. She has a book called The Magic. I believe it's number 3 of the series, and we're going through daily, and I'm reading each chapter daily and the exercises that we're going through together. And I've had a long day full of sessions, and it's just been so many beautiful things, one thing to another. But I am kind of reading this later in the day, and now I am really grateful I am because I kind of snuck to the practice today and looked at it ahead of time before reading. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to sit in bed tonight and be able to do this practice. But today we're day 12 of the magical people who made a difference. And we start off with Albert Schweitzer, a Nobel Peace Prize winning author. And we're starting off with a quote that says, "At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us." And I know that I have so many people that have seen in me at times when I couldn't see that light within myself, and believed in me and encouraged me, held space for me, let me just be who I was, let me spin out of control, let me cry ugly tears. And in those moments of happiness, celebrated with me and just really have gone through the peaks and valleys of my lifetime. And I hope that you all have those people in your life too that you can reflect on and just really appreciate who they are, how they showed up, and hopefully that you can be that beacon of light for someone else too and show up for them, which I'm sure you all have. So of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until well into the future when you look back at your life and realize that the particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher or coach, an uncle, aunt, sibling, grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, nurse, or best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know, and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to becoming a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced where I've lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gifts my grandmother ever gave me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful for her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you are going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone sometime during the day today. Sit down and think of 3 extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your 3 people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present, telling him or her the reasons why you're grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all 3 people in one session because it will take your feeling of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Ceirra, I wanted to thank you for the time you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream, and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I'm living my dream, and I couldn't be happier, all because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Ceirra. It's very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful, and you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say, the more you feel, and the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode into your life from doing this practice. It numbers among the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you're not in the position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you're writing a letter. When you've completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way that you feel. The evidence of gratitude's power working is always the first and foremost thing, and it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you even happier. That's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. Okay, so we're going to recap. Magic practice number 12. Magical people who made a difference. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, find a quiet place alone sometime during the day and make a list of 3 people who made a difference in your life. Number 3, work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you're grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. Number 4, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. I'm excited to address the 3 people. It's going to be hard to minimize to just 3, but the 3 people that have really affected the course of my life. And one of them was my mom, who's passed away this past year. And my only thing that I can say to you all, if these people are alive after this course, you may want to just also direct this towards them and have that conversation with them, and really say why you're appreciative of them. And it's really important while they're here on earth because you know, although I believe I can connect with my mom and talk to her on the other end, I would give anything to be able to tell her to her face. So I look forward to day number 13 with you. Make all your wishes come true. That's exciting. I can't wait to make all my wishes come true and see all of your wishes come true. Until then, I love you guys.